So, guys, there's a new piece of news today about the jobless rates, the lowest since 1973. That's in the paper. It's in the far back side of the paper now. It is, but it's still out there. It's also, when I was looking at the Wall Street Journal, I was like, why is this not front page news? Well, it's obvious. I mean, the Wall Street Journal is the propaganda wing of the crony capitalist. Let's not forget that, and the bankers. As the Washington Post and the New York Times are the propaganda media propaganda wing of the socialist, of the left, and really it's the legacy media. That's what they are. We all know what the legacy media is. I mean, it was clearly obvious to me that I will stop taking the Wall Street Journal serious. I stopped taking them all the legacy media seriously years ago, but especially after they went after PewDiePie. The hit piece on PewDiePie was ridiculous. I don't know what ended up happening with that guy, but PewDiePie was but PewDiePie sustained with his 60 million followers, which is great. That's why I love PewDiePie. Because he continues to go, PewDiePie is real to who he is. That's why people like PewDiePie. That's why people actually like Donald Trump. Is that Donald Trump is not hated across the world like you would think he is. Donald Trump's actually a very likable guy because he's a real person. People say, why, I can't stand Trump. He's a billionaire. But if you watch Trump, he's much better than Obama or even Bush. Bush was more uptight than if you ever remember the old Bush press conferences. The guy could barely speak English. And this is coming from me, somebody with a redneck accent like me, talking about this. So, but Bush, Bush was what he was. He was in the pocket of the right. He was clearly in the pocket. I think we all still don't understand. I was in the military at this time. Really, truly understand the invasion of Iraq. We had all the forces over in Afghanistan before. We were focused on that after 9/11. And then all of a sudden we do a switch totally and put all the effort and all the energy into going to Iraq. I still don't understand that. It proved to be a disaster. But yeah, that's Bush. There was the right-wing war hawks at that time. Yeah. And, it's hard as an objectivist and a libertarian and and a capitalist like myself, because I love capitalism, but it's hard to watch the right wing conservatives, especially the religious crazy wing of the conservatives, push the agenda that Bush let them push. It's really good to see that Trump has moved away from that, but on the negative side of Trump, we see a lot of populist grab. I don't know who's running Trump's philosophy there. I don't know who's in charge. It's hard to tell back here. But back to the media, the legacy media. It's no surprise that they suppress information. They'll put it out there, but it'll be at the very bottom of the page. They don't want to give Trump any good press, especially with the economy doing so well. He's pushing back, and people say, well, he's not a true capitalist. Well, Trump does have populist leanings. I'm going to say that, but we let the crony capitalists run this system for so long. Now Trump has to do something to even the game, to make it fair. And you do that by doing these tariffs. Of course, the Wall Street Journal hates Trump because of that, because, again, who they're paid for and who they're the propaganda wing of the crony capitalist. So anyways, guys, that's a bit of news today. I'll have another video later.